This extract influences my view of Curley's wife quite a lot because we see a few different sides to her. The first thing we see is that she enters the barn very quietly, and we could comment on Steinbeck's use of the adverb quietly because this suggests she's scared of getting caught. She's got so used to travelling around the ranch like this, quietly, because she doesn't want Curley to catch her somewhere she shouldn't be. But on the other hand, in the next sentence, the description of her is that she's wearing a bright cotton dress and mules with red ostrich feathers, which is a real contrast to being quiet because this suggests she wants to be noticed. And if we even explored the colour red, the connotations of that colour, we could say that this is perhaps a warning colour or even a danger colour for something that's going to happen to her later on. The first thing that she says is, "What you got there, sonny boy?" So as a language feature, we could say that this is direct speech or that it's a question, or that she uses the nickname Sonny Boy, suggesting that she's trying to be friendly towards Lenny. And we have seen that side of her before, trying to be friendly. Even so, Lenny glares at her, but she tries to ease the situation by laughing. In the next sentence, she laughed. George giving you orders about everything. And she's trying to make him feel comfortable. She kneels down next to him and says, quietly. And again, I would pick out that adverb used by Steinbeck and say that this influences my view of her because she's sort of trying to get alongside Lenny, sit down in a close, kind of intimate way and almost have a little secret with him, talking to him like this. When she kneels beside him, she says, listen. She's using, Steinbeck's given her the imperative verb there, telling him to listen, because we know he only really responds to instructions like that. But now that she's got his attention, she says, I never get to talk to nobody. I get awful lonely. And we've got two short sentences there, a language feature we could comment on, used by Steinbeck to really show us her true feelings. And that's the first time we hear them. But within two lines, we've heard it again, the repetition there. I get lonely, she said. So we could comment on that in a point evidence explain and the fact that she says it twice in such a short space of time. She also asks a rhetorical question, how do you like not to talk to anybody? So she's really giving her true feelings to Lenny. She's saying, how would you feel about it? And we could use the rhetorical question as a language device. A bit later, she changes the subject and talks to Lenny about the fact that he's killed the puppy, and we read that she consoled him. So in terms of being influenced here, I see a person who's really sensitive and got an understanding side to her, and I might not have seen that before, but here she's really trying to reassure him that everything's not as bad as he thinks it is. Further on in the extract, we could do a point evidence explain on the fact that she moved closer to him and spoke soothingly, another adverb we could pick out to show that she's comforting him. So we've seen that side to her, but then all of a sudden, when Lenny says he doesn't want to talk to her, she grows angry, a sudden change, which is a bit more like we've seen of her previously. She cried, "What's the matter with me?" showing the strength of feeling in that verb, cried. The very last thing she said darkly, "Maybe I will yet," gives a mysterious side to her, showing me I don't really know much about Curley's wife.